We're getting into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to ChallengeXpress. We are here gonna recap episode 17 of Double Agent 17.
Last season there was 18 or 19?
I think it was 18 last time.
Yeah, and this is gonna be 18.
I know, but still, it feels like...
Are you complaining that you're getting too much challenge?
Oh my god, am I?
What the hell?
Well, with the All-Stars on now, it's like I'm drowning in challenge.
I was just gonna say, you're too obsessed with All-Stars that you now want this to end. That's bad.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the reality of it. All-Stars is killing it.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Double Agents is what we're here to talk about.
But I'm Tom, and this is Nicole.
I'm Nicole. That's Tom. You know the whole spiel. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, got the new old Kyle and Nani pairing. And they are hilarious together.
Yeah, they have I think they love each other, but they pretend they hate each other.
Maybe.
It's like
some type of relationship like that. Let's talk about your favorite thing about this season.
The hot tub scene?
No, the rogue agents.
Oh.
CT's not an option going into this episode because he's a rogue agent.
It should have been CT versus Fessy.
Oh man, I mean, there's a lot to unpack.
Especially
when you say something like that.
Or CT versus Kyle. I don't know.
I think it would have been CT versus Kyle because I think Fessy was talked into going in more so because of the whole Leroy Cam situation.
So it would have been Fessy versus who?
Fessy, or I think it would have been Kyle versus CT. I think Fessy would have tried to stay out of it unless he really wanted a new partner, but it seems like he was kind of pushed towards that wanting a new partner.
He was convinced that was the right idea. I can't stress enough how awful I think that this whole rogue agent thing is. Production has to agree. They have to be like, wow, this didn't play out the way that we thought it would. Yeah. Please explain to me how, if your team's up for elimination, which is a bad thing, and your partner goes home, you then get to skate by for a week or two.
I mean, the negatives about it are that you don't get to choose your partner, but I mean, I'm going to go ahead and choose going to a final over being able to choose my partner.
That's why CT last episode was like, please don't pick me, because he wanted a free ride to the final. Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Just like I think Amber B and Big T should have been the elimination and not Anissa. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying Anissa probably would have gone home maybe the next episode anyway, but still, everybody should be up for to choose from, except for the people who won. That's
why can't you vote for a lone person? Because it's a lone person. I just died.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Okay. I just died. Because a lone person goes into elimination. So why can't you vote for a lone person?
Nobody knows the answer to that question. Does anybody know?
Nobody knows, and everybody, most people are not a fan of the. Actually, I don't know what a lot of people's opinions are about the rogue agent. I know people's opinions on the skulls, and they're not too fond of it, and I could agree on that. But
I'll take the skulls over rogue agents any day.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we talk about my actual real favorite thing about?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the hot tub love machine.
I love them.
I mean, what?
I got a little nervous though,
because it was featuring them, the episode.
Yeah, I got a little nervous that Lee was tiptoeing with death. One thing that happened during that scene that I didn't know, which is really cool, is that all of the finals that Cam has been in was with Lee, which I'm assuming it was only one.
No, it was two, because Vendettas, which was her first season when she went into every elimination. She made it to the final.
Yeah, that season
was in that final, and then War of the Worlds 2.
That is, I just got goosebumps
I
because
know.
that's the cutest
Poetic
thing
justice.
ever. Like every time that she's been in the final, it's been with him. Like, can they just get married and have babies?
Oh my God. Hurry up.
Gosh.
Yeah, just a real genuine conversation between two people who seem to be in love.
Yeah.
They're talking about moving in together. They're talking about their past and what brought them to this moment and how they're so grateful for
Yeah.
it. I mean,
So
you can't write this stuff.
no, this is what we all live
I don't know
for.
why I'm a horrible person, and I think other couples don't make me feel the way Cam and Leroy do. Like, I can't imagine Paulie and Cara sitting in a hot tub talking about like how they got to this moment.
But Paulie and Cara are disgusting and cringy.
Yeah, hopefully
Like,
they've changed. I mean, it's been a while
or at
since
least
we've
they
seen them
used
on
to
our
be.
screens, so
Listen, I don't hate all other couples, but most other couples are like either not good people or like
toxic.
I don't like them or they're like not good for each other. So like
Yeah,
Kim and Leroy are perfect. It's not my fault.
yeah, yeah. Don't hate the player. Hate the game of love.
uh, so
So it's 5:30 a.m. TJ arrives at the house. I mean, that's what we're talking about next. I mean, I guess we're going into the
yeah.
daily challenge. TJ wakes everyone up, but why does he wake CT up? He could just tell CT, go back to sleep, man. You don't got to perform today. You're going to a
TJ,
final. Stop it, CT. Go
yeah,
back to sleep.
even TJ forgot how bad the rogue agent thing is, and he was like, "Wait, oh wait, no, I don't need to wake you up."
But yeah, that's been happening for the past few daily challenges. I think like 3 of them, one was at when they were going to sleep, one was like in the middle of the night, this one's really early in the morning.
And
So
that's
they're really messing
exactly
with the challengers here.
that's exactly why we kind of had like a little disagreement about, or I did with somebody, I don't know, I'm assuming it's you, like when they were like, why did CT have to wake up Big T so early? And I think like for stuff like this to kind of like get your mind in that state where it's like, yeah, it's the middle of the night, yeah, I just woke up and I'm super uncomfortable because I'm tired, and it's like pushing through that, and that's what he was trying to train her on, more of like the uncomfort.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And too bad she wasn't here to see how she would do in this little mini final that we ended up seeing.
Yeah, this was cool. This was definitely a mini final. You had endurance, you had puzzles.
Yeah. Reminiscent to, TJ going into the house is kind of reminiscent to Rivals 3, where TJ went in and was like, all right, we're going to take all the girls from each pair. And then they ended up digging the girls in a grave, and the guys had to end up digging them out. So right off the bat, I would say whoever's more confident, stay home. Whoever is least confident, go, and you'll probably be strapped up to something.
We'll probably just be sitting waiting.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know for sure. I mean, it's hindsight. So,
but you can kind of guess that. Like, they definitely hyped it up. So getting into the daily, like they definitely made it seem like the people who were stolen were gonna like it was gonna be so scary for them. They rode like a really sick elevator and just had to like stand.
yeah, it was really cool.
Like they didn't have to do anything. It wasn't
They were
scary.
inside of a fucking volcano. That's sick.
Yeah. And TJ's like, then you're gonna have to go down there and find them. And I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna be like
Scattered? They're just all just, hey.
They're all just like, hey. I'm like, oh, so they did nothing and nothing was scary, nothing was hard, which is fine, but yeah.
But yeah, kind of eliminates them from the daily challenge. The only thing they had to do was run back with their partner.
Which was 2.5 miles, because I know they said you have to race 5 miles with checkpoints. So was it 5 and 5 or 2.5 and 2.5?
I'm assuming it's 2.5, 2.5. Yeah. So escape the volcano is the challenge name. You have to race 5 miles, cross frozen terrain. Along the way, there will be 3 checkpoints with a multiplication equation that must be solved in order to continue. Eventually, they'll have to they'll arrive at the mouth of the volcano where they have to descend down to find their partner, then race back and complete one final puzzle.
Yeah. What do you call those puzzles? The tanagram?
Anagram?
Yeah.
Tangerines?
Tangerine.
Yeah, like Darrell said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
let's get into the run before the first checkpoint
Yeah, I mean, everybody pretty much got to the first checkpoint around the
around
same
the same
time,
time. Yeah.
and leaving the checkpoint was a different story.
To say the least. It's so bad.
I
Ugh.
don't want to hate on her too bad, but that shit was embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I think it was mostly mental, like getting frazzled, but that is what I think that's like one of those weird skills about the challenge that you wouldn't know unless you've done one, where like dealing with being frazzled and being under pressure. It's not so much that like I'm sure she could, if she was sitting down, she could answer that question. Maybe it'll take a couple minutes, but she could do it. It's more about like overcoming the stress.
I think, I mean, obviously that's a little something to do with it, but you did hear Amber say, please don't be math, please don't be math. And then it's math. And she, either you know how to do it or you don't.
Yeah.
And she really just did not know how to do it. She couldn't figure it out. Yeah, obviously, the pressure, everybody completing it before you, cameras right in your face the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
But
obviously
but
that
yeah, no,
gets
there's definitely an
you.
element of she just isn't good at math as well, of course.
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, those weren't that difficult.
They weren't that difficult. It would probably take me maybe like a minute or two. Like
Yeah.
I'm probably just right in the dirt.
Yeah, or it seemed like there was some condensation forming on the table, which they were writing in.
Yeah, so Cam solves it
Oh,
real quick.
oh,
Cam,
God, fucking calculator Cam.
yeah, wow. Like real, I mean, I know editing and all that, but like
Duh. I
she,
think editing did her a disservice. She probably, did it quicker than the edit.
yeah, you can kind of tell that Nani and Casey were close to each other because they would show the run, but you can never see Cam in the same picture.
Yeah.
So Cam was significantly ahead, and
Yeah.
I love her and I hope she wins this
Oh
week.
my God. What? So her only weakness is eating. And it is a weakness because she kind of sucks at it. But I mean, you
Shocked.
can't be good at everything.
I know, but yeah, I'm shocked. Speaking of being shocked, well done, Nani. You
Yeah.
shocked the world.
Yeah, Nani, I told you she, exceeded my super mediocre comment, She's just like,
Yeah, if you're ahead of Casey, that's
yeah. And speaking of Casey, I was curious on how Casey would do on this. I've talked about Leroy and Casey kind of not having it all upstairs when it comes to the puzzles and math. So Casey by herself, especially last season, I think she made a comment during the season. Last season, she struggled during the math portion of the final when it was just her. I think she got
you
timed
need,
out in that portion.
yeah, you need, if you're going to be a team, you need one person that's good at puzzles and math, and Fessy and Casey are a team now. And I don't think either of them are good at those things.
Ooh, hot take. Yeah, I mean, we don't know with Fessy. I can't think back to any moments.
I'm just going to assume he's not good.
Yeah, I mean, jumping the gun here, but that's the team to root against. Like,
I do not want them
right?
to win. Like, I do not, I need them to come in last place.
I don't even care if they come in like second, as long as they don't
No,
win.
no, we need Cam, Leroy, Cam,
CT and Amber, which we'll get to. Weird
whatever.
duo.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, very, very impressed by Nani. This is what the world needed to see. Like, they needed this. And Kyle was just so hilarious in the confessionals about it. Like,
Yeah.
cracking up. And then what did you say? Kyle said about Fessy, you're not a superhero, you're a super douchebag.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Because
funny.
he was just sitting there like such a baby. Like,
God, yeah.
oh, it was so like cringy to watch. It's like, all right, we get it. We get it. You think you're amazing and no partner is good enough for you. And
Does he think the challenge is an individual game?
he clearly doesn't understand like a large aspect.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought about this and he's, hating on CT, but the past challenges being easier. And yeah, some of them were team oriented, which would make you think, oh, maybe it was easier to win on a team. But you still have to be a likable dude. Imagine Fessy on a team back in the day. He would probably get voted in.
Yeah. And that I
He's
think
not
that's
that
why
likable.
I think that's why so many people were like subtly like trying to convince him to go in, because I think a lot of people are starting to realize like he's kind of a douchebag. Like,
Yeah.
or at least he portrays himself as one. Like maybe he isn't outside of the house. I know I know like being in the house does things to you. But he's definitely like only thinks about himself, super egotistical, and it's kind of hurtful what he's saying about his female partners. Like,
yeah, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to like rag on every one of your partners. You could have just been ragging on Amber, which probably, obviously was frustrating when Amber couldn't complete checkpoint 1 and you're just sitting down there. Obviously that's frustrating, but
it's frustrating, but then he just kept going and he's like, oh, and I haven't had a chance to show, how am I supposed to show people what I can do when people are holding me back?
Well, if you didn't decide to play it safe all season and, be a part of this huge alliance, maybe you could have went down and made some moves. I don't know.
He just sounds like he's full of excuses. So, but now, of course, at the end of the episode, now he looks like, oh, see, I told you, look what I can do. It's like, ugh.
I know.
All right. So checkpoint 2, again, Cam, that math problem real quick.
Yeah. Checkpoint 1, the same thing's going to happen for checkpoint 2 and 3.
Except for Amber's still on checkpoint 1.
Yeah. Yes. I love everyone going down. I think she's still on the first checkpoint.
They're like, I don't know what happened to her. How about like Cam was leaving and she's like, all right, love you, baby. And Kyle was like, love you too.
Yeah, I think I love Kyle so much because that's my type of humor. Like childish humor. I think.
Yeah, and I really like Kyle. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, so the order in which they get to the volcano and is Cam, Nani, Casey, Amber doesn't get there. Doesn't get there. Yeah, Cam kind of holds on to that lead the whole time. They're running back. They have the lead, her and Corey, and they get to that final puzzle, and Puzzle Queen Clutch Cam says, she's like, step back. I got this.
I know. I love it. I love it. Like there's such a difference in a competitor where like she is actually confident and capable. And in that scenario, I think it's totally okay to be like, step back. But there are times where you have competitors that are like, step back, I'll do it. But then they actually like don't know what they're doing and they're just trying to control things and have a big ego.
Yeah.
Like, Cam isn't saying step back because she has a big ego or she's a control freak. She's saying step back because she's like, I can do this.
And because it's the best thing for the team, especially with puzzles. You hear a lot of people say it. It's better to just have one person controlling it while the other person just looks.
Yeah, and Corey sucks at puzzles. So like it just and I love how she's like, I've never been called the puzzle queen, but like now she is. And
now she is.
Like between the math, the puzzles, the endurance, like the fact that not that like I think she's in really good shape, but she's definitely a bigger girl than everybody else there. So the fact that her endurance seems to be so much better than Nani, Casey, and well, we don't really know about Amber, but
Nani. Well, I don't know about so much better. Her math is so much better. That we know for sure.
True.
I would assume she would
keep up.
Be all right if they all say they completed the math equation at the same time. Who knows who got? I think Casey would still be able to outrun Cam, in my opinion.
Maybe. So that puzzle, that math and puzzle advantage really.
But it's never just a sprint. It's never just a run. So.
So it's just great to see that unfold.
Cam and Corey win the last daily challenge of the season. And Corey's safe. CT's rogue, so he's safe. And then it's just Kyle, Fessy, and Leroy. Two of those gentlemen.
Corey's safe.
Huh?
Corey's safe.
Corey, yeah, that's so weird. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Soundtrack has been on point all season.
Hell yeah. It's been
Never
like
Gonna Give You Up, Rick Astley.
yeah, it's
We
been
all
like
just
very
got
like
Rick
fresh
rolled.
wave. So good.
Yeah. Final countdown during the elimination, like, come on.
We're gonna give you.
Yeah. Rick Astley's the man.
Let you down. I'll hurt you.
Around and desert you.
I don't know the words, but you get the point.
Yeah. All right. So there seems to be some type of plan trying to form. Originally, Fessy, Kyle, and Amber were gonna vote Leroy, and Casey's vote would be like the deciding vote. So Casey kind of had to choose between voting Leroy in or Fessy. Leroy, her partner all season, Fessy, her Big Brother Alliance member.
I think if she had to actually choose one, she was going to pick Leroy, and I think that's so messed up. And it sounds like it feels like she had an agenda this whole time. Ride it out with Leroy and then try to get with Fessy at the end. Like,
Yeah,
why?
and I'm glad you said that because I want to see Casey. I feel like Casey's always on an agenda. She's like always on a script. She always knows what to say. She's not. I want to see her react to something. I want to see somebody get under her skin. I want to see somebody talk trash to her. I want to see Casey not act like this
Or like get caught
boring,
lying,
cold-hearted person.
Yeah. She is very laid back and usually drama free, but like she is mixed up in a little bit of drama, and I'm shocked that nobody like Cam had a confessional where she was like, I'm annoyed with how with Casey.
She's like, this is making my blood boil. I'm like, say something.
But I think Cam is also smart where she's like, it's probably not good for Lee's game if I create, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't love that. I really liked her and Leroy as a team, and I really wish that she like honored him like he's honoring her. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure Casey has love for Leroy, but that doesn't avoid the fact that perhaps she was always planning to go back to
her
Fessy.
loyalty clearly lies with Fessy more.
Mm-hmm. You would have hoped after all season long they created a bond strong enough to want to go into a final with each other.
Yeah.
But Casey wasn't feeling it as much as Leroy.
Or yeah, it was just her best option to not like hurt anybody too bad.
Yeah. And she was going to get stolen no matter what. I mean, after the elimination, we have 4 teams. Yeah, we had 4 teams going into the elimination. 3 of those teams have new partners. So Corey and Cam were the only partnership that stayed together. Everything switched up. But yeah, we're in the club right now. That's what we're talking about. The kind of the conversation between Casey and Leroy. Then we see Casey tell Fessy to like go in, win, choose me, and let's win this final.
Yeah, they showed Cam and Lee like really close. Like they almost like hinted that they could hear it, but
yeah.
But like
I didn't hear it, but from the body language, it looked like Lee was kind of nervous looking back.
Yeah.
So he probably knew the writing on the wall, especially. And if he didn't, Cam was going to be the one to tell him because Cam could see that type of stuff when Leroy maybe was blinded by.
I think production is messing with us, like with these eliminations. Ugh.
Yo, yeah, I'm angry. We'll get to that.
Okay, sorry.
No, because you're making.
I'm like.
I mean, we're almost there.
Okay, all right.
We'll make it. Cam, Nani, we'll get back to the house, and we all the whole house is together in the living room or whatever. Cam, Nani, taking Fessy to school, like, oh, if you're so badass, why don't you go in, get a new partner if you hate your partner so much? I hate these guys talking shit about their partners, blah, blah, blah. They're just, mainly trying to get under his skin.
And to get Amber on their side.
Yeah, there's, a lot that goes into this for Cam.
Yes.
just arguing. Cam's not there to just argue.
No, Cam's not just arguing to be petty. There's an agenda there.
Yeah.
It's to get under Fessy's skin, maybe convince him to put himself in, and also show Amber that she should vote with them and not. Yeah.
Yeah, so here comes this plan we were talking about. This dumbass plan Leroy comes up with, straight coming from paranoia. And they all act like it's a good idea, promising Kyle he won't see elimination as long as he votes in Fessy. And if he votes in Fessy, and then Cam would force her and Corey to go down, forcing
They
Corey
don't even know if that would happen.
to go into elimination.
Corey would just be like, no.
And yeah, maybe TJ, I think it would happen. TJ would be like, all right, I'm going to give you guys another chance. And if they disagree again, maybe they would call Corey and Cam down. But to claim Cam would do that when Cam's not there to her partner, who Cam's a good person, you know?
Yeah, they show Cam being like, I cannot believe Lee just made me shake hands to this deal, like, or that I just shook hands.
That would have been horrible for Cam's image.
Yeah, it's awful.
And Leroy
Corey's
got away, scot-free.
Corey's such an angel, and it's like he has kids at home. He wants this so bad.
Imagine they do that. Corey's like crying, like, what do you mean? Like, I thought we were going to the final.
I'm so happy that she did not do that. Like, it came down to her being like, no, I'd rather screw over Kyle. Like, but they didn't even need to screw over Kyle.
Right.
He was gonna put himself in.
Yeah, so I think everything was void once Fessy nominated himself. That whole handshake with Kyle agreeing to vote for Fessy if he's free, I think that's all void. I think once Fessy nominates himself, it's okay, we don't need you, Kyle.
Yeah.
So I think that whole storyline after was kind of boring and stretched out, of like Kyle mad at Cam for not honoring the deal. I think Kyle is just holding on to anything.
Yeah. Can we
it's like we're related. I just know what you're gonna say.
Can we talk about this note? Like,
can we talk about the pointless script he had to read off of?
I literally just, all I wrote was, he's so fucking weird. Like, it was so awkward and like, you couldn't just say these words.
Yeah, because we've heard him say it before. Remember, like, him sitting down with Corey, like, I come across as arrogant. Him with Gabby in Gabby's bed, I come across as arrogant and cocky. He says the same shit every time.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you think you come across as that? It's because you are. Like, if you have to say that over and over and over again, it's because you are. Like,
he didn't really apologize for anything. He just
like,
you know what it reminded me of? Gus on the Floribama Shore, where he didn't take any accountability, and it's like, it's just from my past. I'm arrogant. It comes off like that, but I'm not. I just want to win.
Please don't get me started on Floribama Shore.
We might have to cut out a good part right now.
No, but it's like when somebody's like, this is gonna sound bitchy, but it's bitchy. Like, I don't mean for this to sound bitchy, but it's like, well, you're being a bitch. You just told me. So it's like, when you're like, I know I come across as arrogant, but I'm not. It's like, no, but you are. Like, that's just what it is.
And then if people believed you after the script, they quickly realized you're a dumbass once Amber tried to, open up as well. So
that was awkward.
Burps. But yeah, Amber tried to open up as well, and then Fess is like, the hell, this isn't about you, it's about me. I'm not cocky and arrogant.
Exactly. She did get weird too and emotional, but you're right. Like, for him to get upset that then she was upset, and it's like, this is about me. It's like, exactly, you're cocky and you're arrogant.
I love Kyle. Kyle.
All you had to do, you didn't have to read a freaking note. All you had to do was be like, hey guys, I want to go and improve myself.
I'm sorry for the way I've been acting. I know I've been an asshole.
but somebody was like, oh, so you couldn't replace your note with, I want a new partner, vote me in.
Yeah, that's what Leroy basically said.
Yeah, like.
And then Kyle is like, he talks like a robot. I want to win. I'm a competitor.
So weird. So weird.
I know. Ugh. And I feel like it
Um,
was a ploy just to make him seem more likable, but it did the opposite for me.
when Cam and Corey find out who the compromised agents are, Cam starts acting mad suspicious.
Yeah.
Like it's written on her
Well,
face, she's hiding something.
Yeah, because at that moment, she doesn't know Fessy nominated himself. So she thinks the deal is still on. She's in the chamber alone.
Oh, they're not a part of the deliberation?
They're not a part of the deliberation. So she's assuming she has to, that's what she's assuming she has to screw Corey over. And you could see it all over her face. She's like, I know, Corey, you've been great for me. And I thank you so much. But you could hear it in her voice, like something uneasy about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cam.
Fessy ultimately nominates himself to go down into elimination. The drama continues about this deal, which we talked about. And then we get to the elimination. Anything else? So the first thing I'm thinking when we get to elimination is Hall Brawl? Fourth Hall Brawl? We just saw one last episode.
Oh
Big
my!
T versus Amber.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh.
So, we saw that comment, John Bowen. Thanks for commenting. He was like, production saving CT all season. So do you think they had this plan, 2 Hall Brawls back to back? Or do you think they wanted to do a Hall Brawl last episode? They didn't want CT to go home, so they made it a girls' elimination. They still wanted a Hall Brawl for her guys, so they did it again.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize they did back to back.
Yeah. They've never done an elimination, the same elimination back to back this whole season.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy, but it's pretty clear that they did something to try to alter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking pissed because Kyle he just doesn't stand a chance. When it comes to a Hall Brawl, it almost doesn't matter how hard you try. If the other person is like twice your size.
Oh, and used to play college football.
Yeah, like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. So Fessy steamrolls him. Shoots out like a rocket and just pulverizes Kyle, making him look like it's like Jay in there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because right after that, obviously I'm in shock. But then the first thing I say, I'm actually watching the episode with my friend. The first thing I say is, but why is there a Hall Brawl though?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a text saying, oh yeah, sure, production isn't trying to save Fessy. Like it was just so obvious.
Yeah.
Or you're right, maybe it wasn't necessarily that they were trying to save Fessy, but they were trying to save CT, and then I don't know.
They shouldn't. I don't. Somebody on Twitter, Alan Aguirre, if that's how you say his last name, pointed out that the last 4 seasons, 3 of them, the final elimination was a Hall Brawl.
Oh, so then it wasn't?
I guess, but the whole back-to-back same elimination is really throwing me off, especially because we've never seen that this season. We've seen a rotation.
What I wonder if we were to look at the pattern, like what was actually due? You know what I mean?
I was expecting the balls in a basket elimination where you throw it at the wall.
And Kyle would have probably won.
And who?
Kyle would have had
I guess it's kind of a toss-up.
It would have been a nice even, yeah, but like he would have had a good chance. He could have.
For sure, yeah.
Anyone but the Hall Brawl, he would have had a really good chance. Oh, and Russell.
Why Hall Brawl? It was so strange. I almost like it just took me out of the episode completely. And maybe it's in part due to how big of a fan I am to Kyle and how much I'm not that big of a fan of Fessy.
Yeah.
So obviously, if the roles were reversed and it was somebody who was favored to be in the Hall Brawl, maybe I would feel a different type of way. But honestly, I would still probably be like,
But
why did we get 2 in a row?
yeah, even if you liked Fessy, like you can't deny that it's strange that they did it twice
Yeah.
in a row.
Yes. So let's talk about the finger. He bent Kyle's finger into another dimension. I mean,
Oh, it was just like,
yeah, for a second there, I thought Kyle was about to pop it back in and compete. He still wanted to,
he tried to, and they
his
popped it back
adrenaline
in.
was probably talking, and obviously he didn't want to go out like that.
But you could do permanent damage if you hit it again.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine just going into that with that messed up finger. You never know.
yeah.
Um,
So medical DQ for Kyle.
Medical DQ, which sucks for me, I think, because that in fantasy, I think getting eliminated from the game is just better than a medical DQ. He
But
was
now
so
you have,
close to just getting eliminated from the game.
yeah.
But, yeah, they did pop his finger back mostly into place. And then yeah, TJ hits him with the you're unable to continue. And that's when everything kind of hits Kyle, because he was kind of like trying to laugh it off.
Yeah.
But once he hears he can't continue, I feel like all the emotions from the past like 3 weeks in this house of him, his back being against the wall just kind of hit him.
I hate how like he's like hurt and they're trying to fix it, and Fessy's just like grunting, like ready to go. It's like, okay, Fessy,
Yeah.
we get it. You're about to win, but like show an ounce of compassion. Take off your helmet for a second. Make sure he's okay. Like,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
like he's such a douchebag. I
Yeah,
mean,
just, you good, Kyle? Like, sorry I hurt you.
but look, we gotta finish. Like I get that you're competing and you're gonna give it your all and you're gonna probably do it again. I get that, but like
Nicole, he just comes across cocky and arrogant. He's not actually.
no, he's like the definition of cocky, arrogant douchebag. Like, I don't like him.
And now he has
And he ruined Tori and Jordan's relationship. So I really
yeah, this guy's a wreck, man. He's a wrecking ball.
So now we know who's going to the final.
Yeah, everybody has a partner. Everybody's going to the final.
They got Fessy, Casey, Leroy, Nani, CT, Amber, Corey, Cam. And then next on they say not everyone will see day 2.
Yeah, I wrote that down too.
And then I wrote down, is Amber throwing up red food or blood?
Hope red food. That better be red food. I know. So much of it. But that's good to see her trying. I mean, yeah, so we got our teams, like you said. Who is the favorite? I think Fessy and Casey are the favorite.
I mean,
or Cam and Corey.
On paper, Fessy and Casey look real good. CT Amber will probably be the ones who don't make it to day 2.
CT and Amber, yeah. That's, again, like you said the other episode, we still don't know what Amber's capable of.
I still don't know.
Yeah.
I know she can't do math.
We know she can't do math. She can
but
beat smaller girls up.
If she's on a team with CT who might be able to, then that could be okay. See ya.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, if CT can carry the load in like the puzzle and math portions, and
she can just
is she gonna be a good partner? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Sucks.
I mean, what I would want, and I'm hoping for, I guess, my prediction, because even if I use strictly my brains for this prediction, I'm still not going to go with Fessy and Casey for winning. I'm going to go with Cam and Corey.
Yeah, like Leroy and Nani, now I feel so bad. Leroy went from Casey to Nani. Like, I know Nani's not that awful, but like,
yeah, but
Leroy and Casey was a real solid team. And having Nani and Fessy, that was a real not solid team.
Yeah.
Or Fessy and Amber, sorry.
It's just, it has like third place written all over it, you know?
I know.
It's a
He was
shame.
so close.
So close, Leroy. Yeah, I mean, Leroy and Casey, dominated the whole season just to everything just shit hit the fan last episode. Yeah, I don't think they have a chance of winning.
But no.
You know, like I just look down at the team and I'm just like, they're not gonna win.
No.
I think Amber and CT have a better chance of winning over Leroy and Nani.
Damn, Leroy, it was sitting so pretty.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we're gonna get to the final next episode. I believe it is a two-parter.
Yeah, because I said not everyone will see day 2, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
we'll do it in 2 parts.
So maybe, I don't know, we'll probably get 2 60-minute episodes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
we have to come up with our drinking game.
Ooh, yeah, we got a week to do that. We'll do that today. We got a lot of challenge shit to do today.
We don't have a week. We have like 4 days.
4 days, same thing.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hey. All right. But I'm excited for the final. I'm excited for the two-parter. Hopefully nothing gets taken out, edited out like last season.
I'm excited for episode 3 of All Stars.
Excited for episode 3 of All Stars. All Stars is killing it. We're gonna do our All Stars draft today. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But other than that, we'll see you next time on the final recap. Peace out.